Today, I would like to talk about a couple of things that have hit me personally when it comes to decluttering sentimental items and heirloom items. Hi, my name is Alicia, and if you're new here, my channel is about decluttering, organization, budgeting, and everything that falls in between those categories. So, one of the things I want to talk about today was trying to declutter sentimental items. The biggest thing in particular are my military PT uniform, sweatpants, and hoodie and stuff. I've been holding on to that since 1996, and I don't know why. And the funny thing about holding on to that is that years ago, I actually still had we have summers and winters as far as uniform in the military. And I had no problem getting rid of my shorts. I had no problem getting rid of my t-shirts. I actually had a t-shirt that had the drill sergeant's names from when I went to my advanced training in Texas back in 97, I think it was. Yeah, because I went 96 into 97. And I had no problem getting rid of those. But for some reason, I cannot get rid of my sweatpants and my hoodie. Probably because they're really, really super comfortable. But I'm also never, ever going to be in my military body ever again. And honestly, I don't want to. Like, even if I lost like a lot of weight, I don't want to be that size again. It's just I never felt comfortable in that size, if that makes sense. And there are some people, I don't want to touch weight too much on this, but there are people who don't want to be like the proper size that doctors and stuff say that they should be. They just want to be a certain size. And my military weight is not it. So, that being said, why am I spending so much time trying to decide whether or not I want to declutter my sweat gear? Like I said, I'm never going to wear it again. Um, so they're just sitting in my closet right now, and I'm trying to figure it out. And I think I'm going to go ahead and try to sell them. Not going to sell them here, but I think I'm going to go ahead and try to sell them. But I'm trying to figure out how much to sell them for instead of just giving them away because they're in near perfect condition, which tells me that that was not the set that I was working out in. um, but that's something that I'm having a hard time with. Another thing that I've talked about a couple of times in my videos were a set of teacups that belonged to my grandmother, and we were cleaning out her apartment. I packed it up, brought it home. She used to live in Canada. Um, so trying to make sure everything was packaged just right so they don't break going off over the border and all that stuff. So I took great care to bring these home. And I had to sit with that too and figure out, well, why am I holding on to teacups that one, she never used, and two, I don't use, and it's just taking up space in my hutch. Um, I think I used them once just to have some tea and film it and be all kinds of like, "Oh, look, I'm drinking tea, I'm al dente." And that was it. So why am I holding on to these? I don't know. She didn't use them. She was a pastor's wife, and people just gave things to her. I don't know if they do that kind of thing now, but back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, that happened a lot, especially with her. People just gave her things. And so she put them on display in her home because, being a pastor's wife, you're going to have visitors. But literally, she never used them. So it's more like a memory of me seeing them in the hutch in her kitchen, but that's it. So I'm doing a purge right now in my home, and I'm trying to figure out, what to get rid of and stuff. And I know my kids don't want it. That's something I've touched on too. Is that if your kids don't want it, why are we holding on to something that we're not honoring the person we got the item from? And I'm not honoring her by holding on to these teacups that she never even used. She just put them on display because she didn't want to be rude. So those are things that I'm struggling with right now. Um, yeah. So what are you struggling with that have no rhyme or reason for you to hold on to them, really? Because I'm sure a lot of us have something like that where we're holding on to some type of item or cup or dishware, plateware, clothing, but there's no reason for it. Nobody wants it. We don't even know why we're carrying it. Why are we holding on to it? So tell me your story down below. Short and sweet today. So I will see you later with another video. And if anything in this video resonated with you, please give it a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.